Warning, this video contains parody content, exaggerated scenarios, and humor that may not reflect real life situations. Nothing in this video should be taken seriously for entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion advised.
What's good, y'all? It's the first episode of Just Blaze. I'm here with your boy, Walker. You know what I'm saying? We out in nature. You know what I'm saying? We doing something different. First thing we're doing in the show, because it's Just Blaze, this is for entertainment purposes only, so you don't know where we are, you don't even know what we smoking, so you can use your imagination, damn it. Okay. So now, for the first part of the show, as you can see, we're in beautiful nature. We got a mountain in the background, cactus, everything. We got some food. The place we went is called D-Max. Took us a minute to get out here. It's our first episode. Let's do this shit right here. So there we go. We got some wings. We got some fries. We got some topics to talk about. So now, without further ado, we're gonna start with the first part. Let's get fun.
I thought that's what you were gonna say.
Yeah. All right. So, my friend, go ahead. You want to do the honors?
You go ahead, bro.
Okay. Okay. I can start off with one good question. This isn't even on the paper, but what cultivated like your love for nature? What age did you realize that you kind of had a love for nature, being outside?
Shit, I low key say probably like 10 years old. 10 years old, like when I first got my first bike, I like being outside a lot more. Yeah, definitely that, because then you get to explore more. It's like having a vehicle without. You know, feel like a little bit of freedom when you have a bike as a child. Mm-hmm. That's where like you knew all the homies were at the crib, like where the bikes were at. That's where you knew it. Like if you weren't there, then obviously you just weren't there.
Yeah.
But that's where you knew all the friends were. You hang out. Mm-hmm. You go to your friend's house. You ride bikes together. I think the coolest thing was like back in the day, putting the little cards in the bikes. Like I don't know if anyone ever did this, but like I used to put the little baseball cards. I think like on the back of your tires, it makes it sound like it's an engine or something. Coolest thing in the world, you know, popping wheelies with your homies. But yeah, 10 years old, I'd definitely say I love loving nature, just love being outside and love being around it.
For sure.
You know, it's never a bad time.
Yeah, for me, I say I've always kind of loved nature. You feel me? Like my grandma was always kind of active and outside, and you know, we during the summer, she's always doing projects in the house and shit. And most of the time, I had older cousins, so you know they would be into sports. You know, I used to love riding my bike. I used to love riding my bike around the city, seeing new things. That was my main transportation for a long time. Like I didn't get my license like at 16 like everybody else. It was like 18 type shit.
Yeah. No, I still think it's cool though, man. Like you know, I don't live too far away from work, so nowadays I take a little e-bike just to get back and forth from work. Saves a little gas money, so you know, don't tell people out there, don't sleep on the e-bikes. You know, if you live close to your job or you live close, it's good exercise. It's good to be active. You know, it's a good time too. You know, they're not majorly expensive. You can find them at Amazon, Walmart, super cheap.
Yeah.
You know, and find a good brand. Yeah. No, don't find no like Chinese knockoff brand. If you do, hey man, that's on you, I guess. Type shit.
No, I'd say anybody who can't really afford a car right now, I like low-key would recommend getting an e-bike.
Oh yeah,
especially
definitely.
if you're somewhere where it's very walkable and you can get to place to place easy. I definitely recommend one. Cars aren't what it used to be. You feel me? So
it's just mad expensive, man.
Mad expensive. You gotta look at gas, insurance. Like I got a car, you know, I pay for that shit. So
it's just crazy.
And I tell anybody, like, if you live somewhere where it's like, you know, near the city, you can get to where you need to get to like reasonably, and you don't really need a car. Don't even get one until like you can actually afford it comfortably, you know. So we can start with another question.
Yeah.
So you're obviously from Baltimore.
I'm from the DMV, yeah.
DMV.
Yeah,
so
all day.
How was the dynamic of coming from like a different environment, growing up in a different environment around different people, and being able or having to figure out how to adapt to like how different it was and how different people were?
Like
and shit
people
like
out
that?
here?
Yeah.
Okay. Man, I would say it was definitely different. Just like
You moved young, so it's a little different.
Yeah, I was young, so it was a little different. The slang is different. The way people dress out here is different. The way people move out here is a lot different. Maryland's a little more fast-paced, I'd say, for the most part. Out here is a little slower, and I didn't mind that. You know, I grew to love it in somewhat ways, but you always miss home because you miss the food. The food is definitely different out here. It's got its moments, but yeah, definitely a different energy. You definitely feel a different energy of different places. Like Maryland's definitely a different energy to here. But I love both places. They all got their different merits, I'd say.
Right.
So I don't really like feel it anything differently. They starting to catch up a little bit out here, but you know, it's still there. You know, you still miss home.
Right.
Shout out DMV.
Shout out DMV. Yeah, same for me. You doing all right? You cooked?
Oh, I'm good, actually. I'm good. You know me, man. Shit.
Okay, cool.
This is like it's an average Sunday for me.
Oh yeah, let me drink some of this water, guys.
Yeah,
It's
no,
hot
yeah.
outside, man.
You baking out here. Don't mind us sweating. Like, for real, I'm sweating. I sweat a lot.
Now, next time, we're going to be a little bit more prepared.
Yeah, next time I'm a little more prepared,
but,
you know?
hey.
We're going to have a little tent under us. That's
Yeah.
the thing. We did this last minute.
Yeah.
It was super dope. We worked a show last night, too, so that we got off at, like 11 o'clock, stayed up to, maybe 12:30?
Yeah.
Something like that. So, and we were up pretty early for this. So, we really want people to know that we do put the work in. We are trying to put the work in. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. We were up. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah. Just getting everything ready. All right, so we gonna go ahead and eat the food. We don't want it to get too cold.
Did you say where this place is from?
Yeah, D-Mac. This is D-Mac.
D-Mac and Wings, bro.
D-Mac and Wings.
D-Mac and Wings.
Yep. So
I don't know the location. This dude knows it. I know it's in Chandler.
Mesa, Arizona.
Yeah, it's in Mesa, Arizona. Look them up. I've had it. This is my second time having it. I definitely would say go and get it. It's good foods.
Yeah, so check it out.
On camera, bro. I did like.
We got some ranch in here.
It's crazy.
We go crazy.
Okay. These are hitting already.
Yup.
Yeah, no. D-Mac and Wings. Definitely go check them out.
No. Black owned.
Yeah, black owned.
They season their chicken. Don't worry.
Why you gotta do them like that, bro? Why you gotta...
Sorry.
They season their chicken, I guess, you know.
The West Coast.
We are not hating on anyone who does not season their chicken. By the way, that was not a slight. Anyone who does not season their chicken. We will try your unseasonless chicken too. Eventually. Not now. Maybe later. Like on my deathbed or something.
What you ran that? It's called the Chief and Eat rating scale.
Oh no, this is good, bro. This is good. Everything's
Give it
hidden.
munchie points.
Munchie points.
How should we do that? Like, to munchie points be like, what would be like the logo for munchie points?
I don't know, man. Let's let people decide that, I guess.
Yeah, what should be the logo for munchie points?
Yeah, let's let people decide that.
We gonna have 5, right? 5's a perfect score.
You know the saddest thing?
Honestly,
They ain't give us no napkins.
They didn't give us no napkins.
They ain't give us no napkins. But don't give them a bad rating for that. That's probably on him, honestly.
How's it on me?
On me. I'll take the blame. I'm the one who went in. But yeah, it's good.
I ain't gonna lie. For my rating,
so
I'm gonna say
it's hidden. Don't get me wrong.
I'm gonna say like, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here.
My favorite thing to eat is French fries. I can eat them every day. I love them. I think my favorite place of French fries is like, I have to say McDonald's. Yeah. They just hit every single time.
Who do you think got the best fast food fry?
Bro, I just said it. McDonald's.
McDonald's. Okay.
Well, like if you want to talk about like, I guess you could say, I like Five Guys. Five Guys is pretty good. You know, they always give you more than what you get. You know, like what you like pay for.
They literally dump an extra.
Yeah, they dump like a whole bag in, and that's always great. But yeah, no, McDonald's, bro. Like that's just the number one. As a child, going all the way back, you know, McDonald's fries was always a thing. I think like a close
Rallies.
second is like Riley's too. Yeah, nah, bro. You call it Riley's. I call it Checkers. I call it Checkers because that's where you from the DMV. You call it Checkers. Out here they call it Riley's. I don't know
They
why.
don't even have rallies out here.
Yeah, they do. It's in Mason.
Where? Oh shit, I didn't even know that.
See, there you go.
Bro, I had a rally.
Yeah, you ain't know I knew stuff. There you go. But I'm asking another question. What you been working on lately? What you been doing?
Like projects type shit.
Projects, anything. Like, what is life?
Huh.
Like, how's your existence been, I guess, lately?
Well,
Say,
as y'all know, or many people know, I just got out of trade school not too long ago, so that's been a
Clap it up,
accomplishment of mine. So,
you know, congratulations.
I'm really just trying to execute my plan. In terms of film projects, this is one of them.
Yep. Yep.
Something else coming up real soon.
Yep. And exciting.
Oh yeah, photography definitely. Some of my own shit, just photography for me, my Instagram.
Yep. He's been cooking lately.
But
so
the goal is just to have fun with this shit, man.
yeah, for real. That's all. It's
I think people put too much pressure on trying to profit off of their gift instead of just enjoying it in the first place and just letting it come to you. What about you? Same thing.
It's so hard because I don't like talking about a lot of things that I do because I guess I like to keep so many things private. I'm a very private guy that way.
You don't have to say. You don't have to share everything.
Just like my work, I do live streaming. Everyone knows I work at HCPA. You know, look me up. I do live streaming for them. I just did a show last night. That was pretty cool. It was good recording. We had fun. He was one of my camera operators, so that was fun. I'm just having fun with this whole 90s era I kind of been in lately. You know, I'm in a season of like trying to do purposeful work, I guess you could say. So everything I like to do has to have purpose. So a lot of things you guys will be seeing coming from me will be purposeful work, but I'm hoping you guys can see the vision that's behind it. It's kind of what I'm hoping. And we just going down. We just having fun with it for right now. And hopefully it leads to something bigger. I'm hoping that something bigger happens with it. And I think it's just stay tuned.
How did you find your passions?
I like film, man. I like documentaries. I love old school movies. Like I've been in a season of like I said, old school movies. Lately I just got finished watching Lethal Weapon, the first one, the second one, the third. I love them all, man. I love the 80s movies, just the way they film the shots.
Look, y'all, minutes plate.
I just got finished watching We Got Game. I just love that. Spike Lee. Shout out to Spike Lee. That was amazing, bro. Like what he did with that was such a genius body of work. And I've always loved guys like him from director's standpoints. And George Lucas too. Star Wars really had a big effect on me as a child. Jurassic Park. Rocky, love all the classics, man. I love film. I just love it all. Like capturing things on film that make, like it lasts that way, you know. You know, it preserves things in time, and I think that's the biggest thing about film that I like the most: the preserving of time. You capture something, you can turn it into whatever you want. You know, and that's what I think the beautiful thing about photography is. You can be out here and taking a picture, but this could be sunny, but you can make it look like anything you want it to do. And it's that just creative freedom I think I love about it too. Find some time to really go back and watch those classic 80s movies, 90s ones, and really look at them and cherish them, like, because that's a part of like your history. Nostalgia is really what I've been into lately, to say the least. I think those times were great. I wasn't born around those times, so for me they were cool. You know, different part of history.
I feel the same way. Like, I feel like a lot of things were at its peak in that era. You know, people knew how to have fun. People knew how to. It was before social media.
Yeah. 10 times what he would make.
You notice like when flies land on shit, they be rubbing their hands together and shit.
No, I've never had the idea to look at a fly and say, hey, he's rubbing his hands together.
You saw that?
No, Corey. I think that's the e-cigarette.
Nah, that's not that.
That's
shit.
the e-cigarette.
Nah, man, that opened.
I don't know, man.
Open my third. I almost looked.
I don't think to sit there out there. Do you sit there and watch a fly rub his hands together and know that fly is rubbing his hands together?
Nigga,
I don't think that.
Well, I do have 20/20 vision.
Yeah, he's got 20/20. See, no, I wear glasses underneath these shades. Trust me, I got horrible vision.
Fuck out of here, man.
I just do it because hey, I don't like being in front of the camera. If I have to do it, I gotta wear shades.
90s was just like a time period, I feel like, that was just cultivating, inspiring. I even, I listen to like a lot of 90s R&B. Just the time.
Oh, I know you do. I
Love
know you do. Constantly, people. Constantly. It's don't even like, man, you get in the car with this guy, that's the first thing he's playing. He plays that morning, day and night. Like, that is just what he plays. It does not matter it could be a sunny Tuesday. Everything's going right. The man's playing Jodeci and he's probably bumping in his car singing it really loudly.
Probably, but at the same time, you be listening to the same. Well, you go a little bit farther back than I do.
Yeah.
But I played this nigga a Boosie song earlier today. I don't even know this song. I'm like, I just like to listen to R&B. I like hip hop too.
Yeah. He played some Boosie today. It was a little different.
But I just can't. It gets to a point where you listen to hip hop your whole life growing up to the point where you gotta like switch it up.
No, I ain't faulting you.
And my mom used to play a lot of 90s R&B, and I didn't used to like it at the time.
Yeah,
because my mom used to play their same song over and over again. I'm just like, fuck. I'm in the back seat like.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
You good. It's just like I grew up very differently. So like I grew up like with gospel. Like, and if it wasn't, it was like gospel music throughout the house. So you listen to gospel. My grandma would listen to a little bit of jazz. She would listen to a little bit of jazz every now and then. Like the old classics, my grandma she's a real vinyl person like me. So.
Is it vinyl?
Yeah, we love vinyl, bro.
I just said vinyl. Like
no, vinyl, bro. Is he young? Vinyl, bro. Vinyl. Yeah, that thing that's on wax that goes in a record.
I know what that shit is.
Okay, I was just making sure. But yeah, we love it. The old school Stevie Wonders, the Michael Jackson. We love it all. Patti LaBelle. We listen to those, a lot of the classics. She really influenced a lot of the music that I listen to nowadays. I love new school stuff. Don't get me wrong. At some point, I guess it gets to a point where for me, I just gotta get back to the classics.
Okay, we can follow up on that, on what you were just talking about. So, what is the music that shaped you? Artists that shaped you?
Oh man, that's crazy. Oh man, like I said, Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Had a really big hold on me. I was a kid who was just like, I thought I was gonna be Michael Jackson, man. Then I realized, oh wait, I'm 200 pounds. It ain't gonna work. But yeah, I was coordinated though. Don't get me wrong. I had to move. Don't get me wrong, people. I had to move. You can test that anytime, I guess.
Play the clip. We're gonna
play the clip.
Dancing in this motherfucker.
No, never. You gotta get me drunk enough for that shit.
Don't worry, I got y'all.
Nah, you gotta get me drunk for that shit. Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder. I listen to a lot of Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, a lot of Rat Pack. They had an influence. I love that style of just the music they had. John Legend had a good little part too. I would say he was up there. Neo was a definitely a heavy hitter.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay, for sure.
And there's just more. I honest to God, I could go all day. I love music, passionate about it. So go ahead.
Okay. For me, I would say like Michael Jackson, Donnell Jones.
Yeah. You didn't even do hip hop, bro.
Hip hop?
Yeah, you asked me that one.
Okay. I'm gonna do R&B.
Yeah. I think we kept it there.
Okay. So Michael Jackson, Chris Brown, Usher, Neo. I gotta think. Most recently, I'm gonna be honest, cause I love Neo Soul. I'm gonna say Music Soul Child. I'm not gonna lie, cause there's a point in time in my life where I did listen to a lot of Music Soul Child.
Oh, pause. R.I.P. to D'Angelo.
For sure.
For D'Angelo.
Yeah. Very sad loss because
loss.
There was an innovator. Seemed like the coolest nigga in the world for real, and everything. Everybody had good things to say about dude, and I love the news music. I love the music. I've been listening to this shit like literally on repeat, kind of.
Yeah, he has.
For like the last 3 or 4 days. I ain't gonna lie.
Played Brown Sugar on the way here.
Yeah, no, for sure I did.
Yo, R&B women, I can talk about music all day, but I'm gonna let you hit your hip hop, man. Go ahead.
Okay, so me, Pac, 50 Cent, J. Cole, Lil Wayne. I gotta get. I'm sorry, people want to hate on this nigga now, but Drake, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, nah, I don't care, bro, because there was a point in time, I'm not talking about his new shit, but there's a point in time where this nigga could not miss.
Yep.
And like, everybody didn't sung at least one 2012 Drake song. That was when he was killing. 2014 Drake. Even some of like Juice WRLD shit. I even had it like Juice WRLD got shit.
Juice WRLD too.
R.I.P. Juice WRLD. G Herbo. I had a G Herbo phase. I was Boosie shit. Gucci. Jeezy.
Yeah. Gucci. Wow, you can bring them out.
T.I.
Yeah, I didn't say T.I. I wanted to say more, but he going with the new school. You know, I didn't. I had more to say just as much as he did. You know, but you know, I know. Were you gonna say some female artists too?
Female rappers?
Yeah. You.
Nicki.
I swear to you. He's getting more dark. He's gonna be looking like me by the time this video's over.
Facts. I'm looking like brothers. Brother
That's
darkness
funny.
And brother.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Midnight Evil, right? Man.
Damn, I was just getting in good graces over here.
Yeah.
With the whites. Let's talk about like life. Sports? You wanna do sports? Alright, let's talk about sports.
Yeah.
Let's start with football. That's your expertise. I don't watch football.
He don't watch football, folks. I don't understand it. He has me out here on a Sunday right now, and you understand that why I could be a little upset with him. Because normally I'm at home watching the game with a beer, a burger, and some fries. Maybe some nachos.
It's real nigga shit.
Yeah. But he has me out here, so you can understand.
Can you think of a better place to put that background?
Yeah. It's still football. It's still Sunday, man. Don't matter to me, but okay. Now, shout out the Cardinals and Ravens. Lamar Jackson. Shout out Lamar Jackson. Shout out Kyle Berry. Let's get back to it, boys, I guess. We gotta get some wins under our belt. But yeah, your question, I guess. Football. What are the questions again?
So, like, share your hopes about the season coming up.
Oh, man. Let's start with my home team, Ravens. DMV all day.
What you're seeing right now? You're seeing right now from teams?
Oh, man. I'm just seeing like we just don't seem like we're communicating. It seems like communication's off. It seemed like we came into this season with so much of, I guess the anticipation that we knew we were going to win everything, and we went in with the confidence that we knew we were going to win everything. And when you go in with false confidence like that, you got to still play through. And I think, we still can rally. I believe we're going to make the wild card, people. I don't care what anyone says. I believe we're going to make the wild card. I believe that much in us. I believe in Lamar Jackson. Derrick Henry's going to get it together. We just got to get back to what we do, get back to what that made us the Ravens. And shout out Ravens. Shout out John Harbaugh. We got a tough team, man. We got a tough team. Like, we got some heavy hitters. Zay Flowers, bro. I'm a big fan of Zay Flowers, bro. Mark Andrews, I know you're going to get back. I know you're going to get back, buddy. I know. And I guess we can go Cardinals. I do live out in Arizona, too. Kyler. Okay, buddy, let's get back to Kyler. Let's get back to college Kyler. I don't know who's doing what, but hey, we got to start making some plays. Defense, we got to stop, fucking up in the last second. I had parlays. Messed me up. But I ain't mad at you. I ain't going to see you in no type shit like that. I'm a humble ass nigga. But hey, it is what it is. We just got to get back to playing, finding what Cardinals offense and defense looks like. Let's get back to playing that, I believe, again, like I said about the Ravens, I will say, I believe wild card. I believe it. That's always the hope, I guess. As a Arizona fan, hope against hope.
Okay, who in the NBA? We get to NBA. Like, who in the NBA would you build a franchise around today?
Man, why is he asking me tough questions like this, people?
I'm asking some.
You know who I'm going with, bro. Don't even play with me. D-Book.
Book?
Yeah.
You would use.
We in Arizona. What he's talking about, people? Shout out D-Book.
I'm choosing.
What?
I'm choosing anybody in the NBA.
Anybody?
Yes.
D-Book. What are you talking about? What?
Man,
okay, let's not act like
I thought you was going to say LeBron at first. That would have made more sense.
Yeah, I'm building a franchise around a person who could potentially leave.
And it could have been.
You didn't say that, bro. You got to phrase the questions. Like, you got to say, like, you said right now. You got to say like, Karen, yeah, D Book. Why would I not do that? D Book
Okay,
averages
okay.
a good even around perfect talent. D Book averages what? I don't really know the numbers, but I'm gonna say 25% point average, 25 to 30 points a game, even around decent talent like a KD. Yes, last year was not his best look. I think he had to find himself. I think the problem is with the Suns, and I'll say it like this: stop making Book play point, please. Let Book do what he does best and play off the ball. I think that's where Book is at his best. And I'll say that as a Suns fan. Shout out D Book. Shout out the Suns.
All right. Well, here's my answer. Who I would build a franchise around today, and who's in the NBA, who's currently in the NBA, I'm gonna have to say like, damn. Ooh, you know what? Right now, okay. Don't get me wrong. He's new, but I feel like he's gonna end up being super good. I'm gonna say Cooper Flag, bro.
That's valid.
I've been seeing him. I've been seeing Cooper play, bro.
I support that.
He's
you know who I would have said
good, like,
even more?
What?
It's this guy, man. I seen the way he's worked all summer.
Yeah.
And I like the energy.
Mm-hmm.
He seems to be like me, down this path of, I guess, Zen lifestyle, I guess you could say. Wimby. Yeah. Wimbyamba.
Yeah.
I like him. I think he could really be something given the fact that he had a decent point guard who could just facilitate the ball and give, let him do what he does. I would say, that would be good for him.
Mm-hmm.
As building around him, I think the Spurs, man, I love this. I love to hate the Spurs because they're such a good franchise, but they beat the Suns a lot back in the day. So, screw you, Tony Parker. Cut that out, Ashley. Love you, Tony Parker.
Who do you think is going to be a early MVP front runner this year for the NBA?
Who?
I was about to say, nigga, like, you fucking tripping.
Oh, wow, what a tough question, everybody. Man, my heart wants to say a young kid, number 9, Prince of L.A.
Oh, boy.
Bronny James.
Huh?
That man, he has LeBron's DNA in him. You can see it. It just hasn't gotten there yet. It'll be there.
Pause.
What are you talking about?
You said, wait.
It hasn't. Okay, bro. Pause. Whatever. Then. Okay, you can keep that in. Honestly, bro, I think Bronny James is good. All shout out to Bronny James. No slight. Damn, that's a tough question. There's a lot of good people right now. Honestly, like I said, shoot. I think Shy can go back again if he really. I can't say the guy's name. I'm so sorry, people. I've been smoking. I'm fuddling my words a little bit. Him. Given enough, I guess him not getting injured, I would love to say a Luka Doncic. I like him a lot. I think he's pretty good. I say Wemby again. I say Wemby because I think the offseason looked pretty good for him and what he was doing. And again, you can't count him out. You don't count a guy that's that tall out of the game. You know what? I'm going to say it because I'm a Suns fan. Devin Booker will somewhat get the MVP. Given the talent around Devin Booker, which he has now, hopefully, Devin Booker.
Okay. We're back. All right, so now I decided, hey, like, I feel like there's one thing that a lot of people, like, especially in my age group, even his age group, that neglect certain things that honestly a lot of people who are successful or in whatever they're trying to do have is a good relationship with their mental or a good relationship with themselves. So I wanted to talk about mental health and things you can kind of do to help yourself get through certain things. Now everybody's got a way of doing it, I would say, but I'm pulling out multiple different ways you can do it or ways you can counteract certain things that people are going through. Because at the end of the day, everybody's going through shit right now in the world, and I feel like we gotta kind of work together to find different things find different ways to get through certain things. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I'll start with asking you personally, like, what do you do day to day, or just like whenever you feel you're having battles with mental health.
Well,
it could be anything that you're going through. It could be anxiety, confidence. Like, what is something that you personally know that you struggle with? You don't gotta say why. You can just say you struggle with this and you do this to help with it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, obviously I suffer from mental health. I vape. All jokes aside, I deal with it in a good way. I like believing like meditation. I don't know about anybody else, but I believe in meditation, prayer definitely works. You gotta talk to the man above. Started worrying about it, pray about it. I guess you know if you ever have that relationship, or you don't, that is for your own self. But if you don't, I believe in meditation. That is another way. Spending some time alone can also help. Don't ever be afraid to have a little time to yourself. And that goes to anybody, that goes even double for females, women. Don't ever be afraid to say you need some time, because I understand it gets rough out there for you guys. Don't ever be afraid to say you need some time to yourself, because that is equally as important. I know how you guys get burnt out throughout the day. You have to take on roles that are very hard, and we want to let you know we appreciate you for everything that you do, every job that you do. You're a mother, a wife, a seamstress, a nurse, whatever. You have a job, 9-to-5 job, and you do all of that. We want you to know that we truly appreciate you and everything you do. So, don't ever be afraid to ever get some time to yourself. I feel like that's a good thing to do. Even if it's just I do things sometimes, I started going to the movies by myself, independently, and that's good. Have that time to yourself to connect with yourself. If that means you just going on a nightly walk, because I know you have multiple jobs out there, everybody, and you do multiple things, and sometimes it's hard to get a little time to yourself, but even 10 minutes to yourself, just a walk, can make the difference, I'd say. And that's how I kind of deal with the mental health issue. I just kind of make sure I meditate, I get time to myself, and I deal with it that way. And I vape.
There we go. You heard it. He vapes. Yeah. I think that sentiment is definitely right. And honestly, I want to do something special every video, kind of relating to that, kind of getting your zen.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it differently.
Differently
this episode, because I ain't gonna lie. Number one, it's hot as fuck. I did not expect it to be this hot, and there's bugs everywhere. I'm not gonna be able to focus.
It's Arizona, man.
Yeah, man.
Since it's October, we did not forget. Pause. Hold on, my brother. Shout out Breast Cancer Awareness Month too. Since this is October, shout out my grandmother, my aunt who had suffered through breast cancer. You ladies are the strongest women I know. Shout outs to all of you. And it's also, do not forget this, it's also Children Cancer Awareness Month too. We also want to make sure we're aware of those things too. So shout out to all the kids who are currently dealing with that blessings in your journey.
For sure. Shout out. Definitely. So I'm just gonna put this at the end of the video. Me and him at the end of the video, we're gonna do a sort of a mental health thing, practice. This meditation. This is gonna be a meditation.
Okay.
Guided, 10-minute guided meditation.
I'm messing with it.
You know what I'm saying? But not out here. It's look at this. Fuck out of here.
Yeah. Not out here.
Yeah. So we're just gonna do it somewhere else where it's shade or something like that. I'll speak on mental health. I think that it is important to understand your mental and honestly, as a man, be able to control it, be emotionally mature about certain things, and it's important just to know yourself. I think your mental, honestly, you can have everything, check all the X's off the list, but if your mental isn't right, it's going to hold you back in so many areas and make your life so much worse. Because you can have all the material things in the world, and your mental health could be fucked up. You could be not really happy. Even with me, I've had anxiety throughout my life, but I think the most important thing, especially even me moving out here, was to make it easy for myself to get out of my comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? And that could mean you're going, for example, that could mean you like nature, right? Or you let's say I like nature. Getting out of my comfort zone might be going on a trail or going on a popular trail and making conversation with people on the trail or something like that. And then I could just you could just, every time you do something, you just add a little bit on to it, you know what I'm saying? So you get totally comfortable with it and shit like that. Just do little baby steps, you know what I'm saying? And if you gotta have a little something,
help you. You know what you need to do. You know, man.
Yeah,
the little push.
Shout out True Bliss.
Yeah, shout out True Bliss.
Yeah.
But so yeah, you gotta do what you need to do, but also write shit down. Talk with people who's close to you about certain things, people who you trust, and people who are somewhere that you like want to be, type shit, and they play a big role in your life. It's important. Especially being young. I think people just need to stop looking at what other people have going on and not even feel responsible to feel like they have to prove something to somebody. You know what I'm saying? If somebody asks you to stand or you feel embarrassed about where you're at for whatever reason, you just gotta prove yourself right. Make a commitment to yourself, because at the end of the day, you don't gotta prove nothing to nobody but you. Whoever is gonna fuck with you is gonna fuck with you. You gotta really figure out who you are as a person inside, and not be so dependent on other people's approval, because that's only gonna be the thief of joy. Fuck it, you know what I'm saying? You're a human being, you're a person, you got something special inside, and as long as you stick to that, the right people are gonna be drawn to you and come into your life, you know what I'm saying? Everybody goes through their own shit sometimes, and sometimes people are ignorant to it and feel like they don't understand where you're coming from because they never been through that. But just know that baby steps, write shit down, have a routine in your mind. Like even if it's in the morning or night, try to have a routine that helps you jumpstart your day or get certain shit done. So that's my advice on that. Y'all be back. I ain't gonna lie. We had to stop. Brody got horny.
You what?
I'm just playing.
You do that.
All that heat thing, instead of water, you think about ass, and like the booty warrior. Now we back on set and fried. I ain't gonna lie, I'm fried right now. I'm probably more fried than I was earlier. The pins is a little different. Okay, topics.
Yeah, what's the next question?
Where we see like the future of careers going, because I feel like we there's a lot of people who talk about it on YouTube. You see it on the news all the time. Like there's a thing going on where a lot of people are kind of stuck, not really knowing what to do, because in a sense, the path that was kind of forged for you from the beginning, everything that's basically curated for you now it could be provided for yourself or something that you're really passionate about, and even set you back in some way. To start with AI. The question is, what do you think? What do you think about it? Yeah, what do you think of it? What's your opinion about it?
My opinion
do you think it's really going to get to a point where it's replacing a lot of people's way of income and all that stuff, people's way of living?
I guess I can always say I always feel the advancement, I guess. Things advancing. You get to a certain point, and I think I see this a lot to other people. Not that all that AI stuff is good, but it gets to a certain point, I guess, in my point, where it's like, when do you say is enough?
Yeah.
When do we, I guess, just say, hey, let's just take a pause.
Yeah.
And just leave it right here. When you start having, I guess, self-driving cars, and this is not me, a self-driving car.
Yeah.
I've never been in one, but when you get to that point, and you're putting your life in it, I guess, in a technology hands. That's pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
People say it's dangerous to trust strangers, but you do that too, I guess now.
Yeah.
So things have just changed over the course of time, and AI for me, I understand it, but if people were to use it as, I guess, a tool, that makes sense. But just don't let it be everything that you are, and don't just use it abusively, I guess.
Yeah, I agree. I think that with AI, because like I said, I've used it, but I've used it honestly just to make information easier to take in.
Yeah.
For example, like I was in school, and what I would do when I was in school is I would take the transcripts from the videos I would watch, and I would have like ChatGPT summarize what was in there. The main points that I need to know,
for what I was specifically studying for, which made it easier to process a lot of stuff and know the main meat and potato of things that I need to know, you know?
Yeah.
And kind of do it in a way I can understand it, you know? Because sometimes, like with videos, a person is, the way that they're explaining it can be confusing. So sometimes, it's just like teachers, man. Like some teachers don't understand that kids learn differently. They'll, you know, get up in the class, in front of the class and give you a bunch of homework and assignments to do and shit like that, just talk. And the whole time you're not really learning nothing or whatever, anything that is really you're gonna use for most of your life.
I would say,
you know.
I wouldn't say that's necessarily correct.
Well, it just depends. Well, I'm talking about, like, for example, I feel like in school, not college, I'm not talking about college, but school, we should have had classes know about taxes or know about certain things, like not things that you basically have the choice to take, like you have to take.
Yeah, but that also comes down to I think people don't see because I happen to, I guess, work in a place where I do see the other side of it.
Yeah.
That comes down to funding. That comes down to a lot more than people just thinking. And I think people always say that, you don't really absorb all that stuff you go to school for. But you do. You adapt a work ethic that you don't understand. Okay, as when you go to school, you have to get up early. You have to be on time. It teaches you work ethic. School is, yes, you can say what you sit there and do in the classroom you won't use. But I can honestly say that's, it depends what you're doing. I would say that's incorrect for this. Most people sit there and say that you don't. Yeah, sometimes you won't get anything out of that school. But it depends on who you are. Sometimes you do, and so you do, but you gotta take what you can get out. And it's like, okay, I gotta show up on time, be there, and actually do work. School is nothing to having a job. You look at the people who probably do suffer at having a job as the ones who didn't do really well in school. You know,
that's not always true.
That's not always true, but it's
definitely not always
not always true. But I guess you could always say you care about things you care about. Some people go into jobs like I can understand like. Was I the best student? Probably wasn't. I don't remember. A long time ago. If you generally care about something, I guess you'll work on it. I think it's just more about purpose, but I wouldn't say you do get something out of school. Maybe not the education, like the knowledge side that you think, but like the actual showing up and being on time and being present. And having to like be there and do your homework. That's to sit there like, okay, if a job gives you that, it's the same way of having a job.
That is true. I mean, the structure of it and all that stuff.
Yeah, the structure.
But I'm not even talking about the structure because, like, I mean, anything you do, even if you don't go to school, you're gonna have to find a structure. Especially if you have a job, so you're gonna have to learn how to do that at some point, and being organized and stuff, because that has to do with being organized, getting your assignments done and everything like that. But what I meant by like the school thing is that it depends on what you're going for. But I mean, in a sense, like from elementary school to high school, for the most part. There are certain things that I feel like that you have to have education on until you pretty much need to learn certain things. Life and reach a certain grade level, be able to do certain types of math and then all that stuff, even up to middle school. But there's certain things that I remember doing in high school that I don't use. I don't use today. It wasn't really needed to take. It wasn't really even necessary to take. Even up until college, like when I even went to college for a little bit. All right, everything I learned probably up into high school. If on a high school level, or educational level, you can pretty much do anything like in your everyday life, based with that education.
I feel like the reason people say that nowadays, and I say this because you say that nowadays because it's the internet. If y'all didn't have the internet, y'all would have to go out and actually mine and actually look up things. Before you had your phones, these things right here, you would have to actually go look up something. Now you can just go to your hand and look it up. But back in the day, I would say you didn't. Education, I guess, was more valued because it could open more doors. Now you have these things, and these things open up doors for you, I guess.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's true.
Yeah, but I would say, I think knowledge, I would not like to say that knowledge is important. Not going to school is not what he's not saying.
Yeah,
go to school, get your education, go to college. If you want to go to college, go to college. If you I think college is great if you really want to go to college. I tell you, you get a degree in something, that opens up just as many doors. I've seen people who struggle without actually going to college.
Yeah.
I will say that. And you can go, I'm not saying college is the route, you go to trade school. There's multiple other things.
My opinion is, I say, like, if you do decide to go to college, you know, try to get a scholarship or go somewhere that isn't gonna cost you that much money. That's what.
Like, master your craft at what you do. Like, you know, sometimes experience is, what he's trying to say is the best teacher. So sometimes you can do experience. Speaking from a person who did not go to school for anything to do what I do, I could say it's pretty crazy. I just have experience. I don't have a certification in what I do.
I think I say experience is important, but also because, like, when I was talking about school, I'm not talking about like not knowing anything or not being educated, but a lot of shit you can probably go and pay for class for and shit you can read in books. Like, I'm telling you, like, I do it.
Oh yeah, no, you can definitely self-taught.
Books have literally all the answers. Most of the people that are professors and shit have read certain books that you can read yourself or buy yourself or illegally download. Because I've read a lot of books that people have read for certain things, meditation, self-development books and everything like that.
Yeah, but I feel like people, like, you have to understand, maybe, like, you're not, like, so you're self-taught. Other people can't do that shit.
Well, yeah, it just depends on who you are.
Yeah.
I mean, for people who can do it, you know, it's an option. But, you can go to school, you can have somebody you trust in to keep you accountable, because some people just need somebody to keep them accountable and push them. I mean, that's what it comes down to, hold them accountable for what they said they
do.
do.
Only 11 spots on the Pistons, y'all. I'm just saying.
Yeah. My main thing about this, I just want people to get thinking differently on how to do certain things. But I've even did research not too long ago, and it's sad, but like, I think it was either last month or the last month before last month, I think the unemployment rate for college graduates is higher than the unemployment rate in America, which is crazy.
It is.
And part of it is, number one, degrees. I would say degrees are getting oversaturated. So now bachelor's degrees are so common now for people that in order to actually get the position or a certain position, you have to be overqualified. So then you gotta go back to school and get a master's degree. Or have more experience. Somehow you get an internship or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And have more experience than the other candidate. Then you get the job. But if you're just coming out with a bachelor's degree, internships might be filled up or whatever, and you don't have much experience, it's gonna be very, very, very tough to even get a position anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
That is very true. A lot of people are taking experience.
Like, there's so many people I know who are in my age group, and you probably can't, because like, we're two different age groups. So it's 22-year-olds just getting out of college probably within the last year and can't really find a job. And the problem with that is they can't find a job and they have student loans, so they have all this money that they owe that they have to pay off. So then they have to get a normal job or whatever until they can find another, if they get accepted to a job. But sometimes that may happen, and if it does happen, it takes years to pay off debt, because that's with interest on top of that. So,
that's true. That's very true.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I didn't really go to school or go to college. I went to college for a little bit, but not too long.
Dude, like, think about it, you go for a whole year. If you go to university for a whole year, especially like at ASU, you're paying like $15K a year. A year. That's not even plus like the your board, because you're gonna have to you might have to live on campus for your freshman year. And then you got all the other shit. And then by the time you're done, it just depends on what program you get into too, but you probably owe like 70, 80.
Damn.
Yeah, see what I mean? That's what fucks people up. It's not because of the school is because you go there and then you come out with a bunch of debt. You got that, that's 70, 80K. You gotta get a car, that's 20, 30K. You gotta pay rent, that's $14,000. That's the reality of people that are coming out of college right now. So all their money is going to all the bills that they pay and they don't got no money left.
I just say those people, you know.
And I'm saying that because I've seen it.
I guess I just say, in the pursuit of anything, you have sacrifice. You knew what you were doing when you signed that and said, hey, I want to go to school for this. No one told you to sign up for it, I guess.
Well, nobody did, but it's like
you gotta sacrifice. You want something. You want to be great at something. You want to do something in life. You gotta have sacrifice, and that sacrifice is. I'm not saying the student loans yet. They're asked. I completely understand having to pay them. That probably sucks. But like, I think when you want something in life, so anything in life, nothing in life is free. You gain nothing in life for free. So I think, in order, if you want a higher education, do I think it should be a little cheaper? Absolutely.
Yeah,
I just think about
this.
Sacrifice.
Think about this, right? And it's an issue because, like, you look back to the 80s, they had affordable college. And most people that are in the older generation, that's the generation where college was affordable for certain things. You could get your education and still be able to pay it off in a couple of years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's colleges, like universities, that was under like $8,000. But in the last 20 years since, and there was, you can look it up, the government started pushing this thing called College for All. So that's when they took all the trade programs and all the shop programs out of the schools and shit like that.
Man, that's just I don't know.
90s, huh?
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, you can look it up. It's called College for All. And one of the guys, not the guys, but one of the presidents, it was supporting it, and also the government, and they were pushing College for All. They took, you notice, even my uncle, my dad, they used to have shop class, they used to have HVAC stuff, and all the shit that you can get in school.
Yeah, that took away the funding, man.
The government took away the funding for the programs.
Yeah.
So you used to be able to go to shop class, do all that shit, and be able to get a job right out of high school. Then now you get to like the 2010s, my era. A lot of schools aren't pushing for the trades. A lot of schools aren't pushing for other different avenues besides going to college. College is increasingly getting expensive.
I definitely say trade school's a lot better route to
Yeah, I mean,
I would definitely say there's other avenues in college. There's trade schools,
tech schools.
It's just really about like what you inspire. Sometimes like you're obviously if you want to be a lawyer, go to school.
Yeah. I mean,
if you want to be a doctor, obviously go. You gotta go to school. But there are other routes for other people. Just that's what you're saying. Like there's other routes for other people. If you don't want to take that route, and you still want a decent job, a decent pay. It is other routes that you can take.
Yeah.
That's not like you paying a bunch of student loans.
Yeah.
Trade school is a lot different.
Oh yeah, for sure. I went to trade school, and I'll tell you, out of like all school experience in terms of what I learned in the time I was there, it was probably like the best experience. Like not only from what I spent on the program, but based on what I got out of it. You know, I still believe like it's a harder time right now with getting into something, but I know certain things now. For the program, I still have access to the videos to watch them for about a year, and then I can go back and take like any class anytime. I think for like the program or whatever. Still got access to career services for the lifetime type shit for that. So like, it's a good program, and I spent a lot less money than I ever would have spent going to college.
Or like I said, there's another route too. You started the groundwork of a company, like you know, like my brother, he worked at Bank of America. He started out just in like the call centers, and he got leveled up. You know, you can do it that way too. It's a longer journey, but like it's still worse too. Like you make more money after that too.
Yeah, no, for sure. But you know, when it comes to that, you just gotta be patient. You know, gotta be patient. But I would just say when it comes to like what's going on now, I think everybody just needs to started looking at things differently. I know that a lot of people my age and my age group are starting to get into like trade work now because of what's going on with the colleges, the expensiveness. And then not only that, most of the time, if you do get into a company, when you get into a company, when you get into a company, you get that training and stuff like that. You know, all you gotta do is get your foot in the door. That's it.
Yeah, definitely.
And not only that, you don't have to go to school for as long. You know, so you go straight in, and then shit after you do your thing with the trade or whatever that you decide to do, then you could go back to college, but now you got the money to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You got the foundation. You know, you invested your money in certain things. Now you can go back to college and not have to take out a loan. You can pay that shit straight up if you have to. That's the most financial literal thing to do, is to get a foundation, get things invested in, not have as much debt as possible, because and if it is debt, make sure it's debt that is asset, not a liability. Liabilities are bad. Assets are good because assets can make you money. There's nothing wrong with wanting more.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with a sense of higher education. I have a problem with how they do it.
You just think like
I have a problem with how the whole entire education system is structured. I have an issue with it because not only is most of the shit, the structure of the education system is outdated. It's like when I went to school, like when I first had my school experience in high school, Purdue, which I'm grateful for that experience, it was a STEM school, so it was completely different than any school that a lot of people went to, and it taught us like how to present. It taught us how to kind of be entrepreneurs in a little bit of a sense, but you know, how to create, how to test, how to we had a maker space. You know, there's people building hydroponic farms. We had more of that type of shit. It made us really have to use our heads on how to problem solve and build.
I support more like STEM programs. STEM schools are
those are good.
Yeah, those are good.
Those type of programs teach you how to actually problem solve and build shit and come up with actual solutions.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sitting at a fucking at like a normal school, sitting at a fucking desk and be like, oh, what's the square root of 2 times RX? Like, I don't know, who the fuck? Nobody is gonna ask you that shit ever. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You know, your job interviews be like, yo, what's that square root?
Well, nobody's gonna ask you that shit. And then half the time, if you gotta use formulas, we got this now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, nobody needs to know that shit. So that's my point. That's my point. The way that the education system is structured right now is outdated. We're not teaching kids the correct way of how to really elevate, even just mental health shit. Like, they don't teach kids that shit in school. I remember when I went to private school, that was my first encounter with like them caring about mental health. We had a English teacher. Before class, we would meditate for 10 to 15 minutes. I swear to God.
You got one of them new school teachers, bro.
Yeah, she was black. She was black too.
Really?
Yeah, and she had us meditate. She had us meditate for 10 to 15 minutes on this app called Calm. Huh? Yeah. Okay. I think so. Okay. Yeah. So. Yeah, she used to have us meditate before English class, and I felt like a whole lot better when I did it. They would do little things like that, and it taught me certain things about mental health. But yeah, like a lot of schools, they don't give a fuck about that. It's just kind of like we got the curriculum. We're gonna keep you on this curriculum. We gonna have you learn what's on this curriculum, and that's it. We gonna have the teachers teach this shit. I don't have a problem with the teachers either, because a lot of teachers just want to make an impact with kids and shit. Like, I had a lot of teachers in my life that made an impact on me, even deans, all that shit. But like, it's the education system. I'm not talking about the teachers, because there's some nice teachers, there's some good teachers too. You feel me? So I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the education system. You know what I'm saying?
I will say to the teacher's credit, shout out to every teacher, keep doing what you do. I would definitely say it gets hard to really teach and really do that stuff when you gotta think about it, bro. Like this, you come into a job, say you go to this job every single day and you know you're not being paid what you deserve.
Yeah.
Are you gonna really want to work hard at that job?
Nah.
Exactly. And the thing about it, bro, most teachers don't ever, and I can say this because I've worked in the school, most teachers, bro, I feel sorry for them because they gotta buy most of the school supplies. It comes out of
I do feel bad.
Yeah,
I do feel bad.
Like it's tight, man.
I do feel bad.
Niggas do like they got GoFundMe for that shit.
I do feel bad. I'm gonna be real. I feel bad for the teachers.
Like
this is exactly what I mean.
Yeah,
like,
but educate.
Teachers don't like think about it. Teachers like they want to make an impact on kids, but they're not even being compensated well. They're struggling and shit. Yeah, man, I do remember that. I had a teacher in middle school. She used to buy us like little snacks every now and then, and it's coming out of her own pockets.
It's coming out of her own pockets, bro. You gotta think they didn't even make that much. A teacher makes only what I probably believe. I don't know the numbers, so don't quote me on this. I'm gonna say in Arizona, 50,000. 50,000. You know what 50,000 annually looks like?
They take taxes out.
After taxes and what retirement.
Yeah. Oh, they got
state retirement.
They got to take the 12% out.
Yes, bro. That's a high rent. That's a high amount of money, bro. And you gotta think, bro. It's like that's half the checks, and you gotta help the kids with their supplies and everything else, bro. It's just crazy. So like, respect to all the teachers out there, yo. Keep doing what you do. I feel sorry that you guys aren't getting what you truly deserve, and I hope eventually you do.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you do. Like I said, it's gonna happen eventually.
Yeah.
Change is always slow. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, man. I honestly agree with that. It sucks for the teachers because, like I said, I've had teachers that gave us snacks and all types of shit, and it's out to the teachers wanting to make an impact. It's the system. It's the people you work for. It's the system.
Yeah, it's the system.
Like the way that the college system of the colleges is going. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Maybe next episode I'm gonna come with like a declaration of how it should be or some shit like that. I'm gonna get
you're like a Corey list of how the world should be.
Low key. Like some complex shit.
That's like, yo, you should do like the first take shit.
Yeah.
Like Stephen A. get up there.
I'm gonna get a whiteboard.
Get a whiteboard.
Just in the next video, I'm gonna get a whiteboard.
Stephen A.
Somebody around me, I'm like, hey.
You'll get a whiteboard back there, be like, Stephen A. listen, what's wrong with the world? Let's start off with that. No,
what's wrong with the world? Let's start with.
Oh man, let's start out with the lack of black teachers in the school system. Just saying, where we at?
Let's talk about where was these hoes when I was in school. You got all these thick bitches and I don't get none. What the fuck going on? I need reparations, damn it. All the teachers come on.
I need reparations, damn it.
That was the last topic, so
That's a wrap.
Yeah, but shit. Appreciate y'all for coming out. Good night, God bless, and was it? How do you say it? God bless, good night, and some shit.
That could be your thing, right? Blessings on your journey, written for real, all my friends, like blessings.
Oh, thank you, God bless, and good night. There we go. Sorry, I was thinking of NTV or what was it? What's that fucking shit called?
You know what I always say? Love, peace, and hair grease.